Hey guys, Ellie here. We're getting pretty close, man. Hurricane Laura is right around the corner, literally. But in all seriousness, we all really love and appreciate how much you guys care for us and our safety, and how much you love and care for the animals and their safety. But I really quickly just wanted to tell you that you really needn't worry. We're not viciously concerned about Hurricane Laura, and we don't think you guys should be either. Now, don't get me wrong. If it does come to a worst case scenario, we definitely are prepared. You know how they always say you hope for the best and prepare for the worst? We've definitely done that. You can go look at my dad's video for what we're gonna do if it does come to that point. All I'm saying is that I don't think it'll come to that point, and I'm about to explain to you why. So without further ado, here's some facts about hurricanes. All right, guys, so this right here is Hurricane Laura, and this is actually representative of what every single hurricane in the northern hemisphere is going to look like, because every single one of them moves in this exact same counterclockwise direction. Let me explain to you why. So take a look at this very simplistic drawing of planet Earth that I've made for you guys. We got the South Pole at the bottom, we got the equator going across the middle, and then the North Pole at the very top. No big deal. We've seen this a billion times, right? So what? Well, here is where it gets interesting. Two things you got to know about particles of air. Number one is that particles of air always like to move from points of high pressure to points of low pressure. And secondly, particles of air always move faster going away from the equator than they do going away from the poles. So let me repeat that. They move faster going away from the equator than they do going away from the poles. And the final dynamic we add to all of this is that the Earth rotates on its axis going from west to east. So it rotates in this direction right here, like this. And whenever you put all those pieces together, you get particles moving from high pressure to low pressure in this direction, which creates this counterclockwise rotation for hurricanes in the northern hemisphere, and then clockwise rotation for hurricanes in the southern hemisphere. And that right there is all known as the Coriolis effect, for those of you that want to Google or YouTube for more information. Wow, guys. So with all of that information taken into account, this is where we currently stand. This is I'm a Survivor Sanctuary, where we are. This is the Gulf of Mexico, and this right here is Hurricane Laura. Now, every single hurricane has a dry side and a wet side, and this is super important because it makes a big difference whether or not this hurricane comes to the left of us or whether or not it comes to the right of us. For hurricanes moving counterclockwise, like they all do in the northern hemisphere, the wet side is obviously going to be on the right of the hurricane, because after it accumulates all this water from the Gulf of Mexico or from the ocean, it's just going to pour it on everything in its path on the right side, because, well, duh, that's the direction it's spinning. And then after all that water's been poured over here, all that's left on the left side, which is the dry side, is just heavy winds. During Hurricane Harvey, that hurricane did this right here. It came on the left side of us. I can put up a visual right now for you. It came on the left side of us, and as you can see, all that water it accumulated from the Gulf of Mexico was poured directly on top of us. That's why all of our animals passed away. That's why we flooded so badly, and that's why the whole tragedy happened the way that it did. However, with Hurricane Laura, this is what it's projected to do 24 hours away from when it's projected to hit. It's projected to come on the right side of us, which means that whoever's on the right side of the hurricane, which would be people in Louisiana, they're the ones who are probably going to get a crap ton of water poured all over them. And we might just get maybe a little bit of rain, of course, but what we're going to get more than anything is just a lot of heavy winds that may take the power out. Hurricane Laura, again, is projected to go on the right side of us, so we should be on the, quote, dry side of this hurricane. And anyways, guys, that's pretty much it. I hope y'all enjoyed this basic lesson on hurricanes. I'm sure that there's videos on YouTube or Google, like I said, about the Coriolis effect that could explain it way better than I did, that have way better visuals than whatever the heck this is right here. So with that said, hope you guys enjoy. Be sure to let me know in the comments what kind of stuff you want to see. Hope you have a great day. And as I always say, your boy Ellie out.